Saggy, I can't stop when I'm shuffling and it falls open to two really powerful tarot cards, okay? We've got the Tower and we've got the Sun. And I kind of feel like they're coming out onto the table. We'll see what else we get. For you, I've had interesting messages about being in disguise, about hiding out, and about not being able to express your full Sagittarianness. Sagittarians need to be able to express their Sagittariusness. It's something it's almost impossible for you not to do it. But have you been feeling, Saggy, that in the last 6 months or so, I'm getting channeled like someone's like got their foot on you, where you can't get out from under something? And I can feel a level of frustration which has been coming into your readings for a few months. And frustration is not a hugely Sagittarian thing. But you need to be in alignment to enjoy being a Sagittarian. In fact, I'd say you need to be in alignment to even be living the life of a Sagittarius. So something here, it's like I'm getting that you're going like this. You're inside an egg almost, and you're bashing and bashing and bashing and bashing the top. And it's like, that's it. And in streams the sun. Now, full disclosure, okay? Full disclosure. And I don't know how to describe this without being awful. The sun isn't the only thing I saw when I looked at that first off. Okay? I'm getting asshole vibes that somebody is being asshole. And that they have been for a while. I'm going to look in this reading at your channel messages, which obviously are going to be quite fruity, aren't they? About what it is that's oppressing you at the moment and about how to get out from under that. I feel already as if you are. I feel you have cracked the top of the egg. But whenever you watch like a baby bird getting out of an egg, or even like a little creature, it's just the beginning, isn't it? You're kind of just at the beginning of breaking the shell. So we'll look at what's going on with your work life, your career, your family, your love life. There will be an extended love reading. So if you get through the love part here and it really resonates, that's the first link in the description box. But let's stick with these two, okay? Let's stick with these two. Very powerful breakthrough cards. I like it. For example, if you got the Tower and the Moon, well, you may yet get the Moon, actually. I feel like that would be almost, you're not breaking the egg. It's what's inside the egg. But I think you've been through that. And you're like, shut up, Gemma, again, about the whole egg analogy. And as for the other analogy you just gave us, I know, but it is what it is. I see what I see. I can't unsee it. I know. My friend used to call her cat's bottom a tea towel holder. You know those ones in the 80s where you had like 3 in a row and you stick the tea towel in? Yeah, never see them the same way again. Okay, I'm taking a couple more cards for you. It's a good thing Sagis have a good sense of humour. That's interesting. We've got the Seven of Pentacles, which is always like a slow climb. It's a nice slow climb. It's got earth energy, it's got harvest energy, and it's a 7, so it's kind of magical. This is no sudden moves, okay? Yes, you're in something where there's a sudden move, but you don't have to react suddenly, okay? Other people might react suddenly looking at that card, which I'm never going to think of differently now that I've seen what I've seen. And maybe neither are you, and I'm sorry about that. And then here we got the Daughter of Pentacles. Daughter of Pentacles is your vulnerable side. So we have this, what I think is a roe deer, a deer of some sort, terrible with animals. Deer are, as we know, very vulnerable because they're kind of out in the open. And people hunt them, you know, it's that whole Lords of the Manor and all that stuff. But they're pretty good at avoiding it. Not always, but most of the time, thank God, they are. And there's a certain grace about them, and there's a certain grace about you. And that grace is what can wind some people up, actually. It's jealousy. There is jealousy around Saggies, and I think people fall into one of two camps. They're either really, really good to you, and they're on your side, and they back you, or they really, really, and that's not very often, aren't. And they're envious. It's more envy than jealousy, actually. So for some of you, this could be at work. And it could be that your amount of freedom is not being honoured. There needs to be a lot of freedom around being a Sag. And some people get that, and they'll get brilliant working results out of you if you're, a lot of Saggies are self-employed. But even if you're not, there's a certain amount of creative freedom you should always give a Saggy. Doesn't matter what you're doing, you know, from one end of the job spectrum to the other. Give Saggy creative freedom, they will bring it in for you, okay? Nice. It feels as if something or someone has been working against you. Oh, wow. That seems like it's about to end. We've got Justice. Very, very, very good card for you to get at this juncture. Very, very nice card to get. And as if that isn't enough, and how glorious is this? Wild Unknown Tarot gives us the Ten of Cups. Ten of Cups, Mars in Pisces. It's like a glitter factory just exploded and went pew with like glitter everywhere. Love it for you. It's definitely satisfying. It's definitely happy. It's definitely, when you see it following on from Justice, it's very, very nice indeed. Very nice indeed. Okay. What can you do? Be yourself unapologetically. Sometimes, and this has happened in 2024, people can squish you and take the wind out of you enough to the point that you do start modifying your behaviour or feeling nervous around that person. And this could be someone in your friends group, your WhatsApp group, your work group, whatever. But you feel, you almost start policing yourself. And you're doing that job for them, and that's why they do it. They're like, oh, I'll do X, Y, and Z. I'll be kind of passag, and I'll be sneaking out these side eyes and moves on this person. And then this person will just always not know quite where they are with me. Always feel a little bit unbalanced on the left foot. It's kind of a form of gaslighting, actually. And I feel also that that's going to get broken open, because if you look at the cards, oh God, it's like being at school, isn't it? Okay, if you look at the cards, it feels as if a certain amount of tension was needed to keep this as it was. But what happens is that there's a break-in almost from the universe. This. And it blows the whole thing open. So it could be, let's say, if you're at work, that the person who's been keeping you tamped down like this is leaving, or they're moving on. I'll never forget having a really awful boss. God, it was awful. And my introduction to that boss coming to manage our team was arriving in the lift, and some women got in, and they had champagne glasses and they were clearly quite tipsy and giggly and really like, yay, and effervescent. And then I could hear them talking and they were celebrating because she was leaving their department and joining mine. And I should have known Saji. And it was much worse than I thought. So all reigns do come to an end. And the reign of dictatorship of this, of you, or your department, or your friend group, or even in your love relationship, I don't know. We'll have a look at your love life down here in a minute. It comes to an end. And it could be a very random event that makes that happen. Who cares? I always say that. If something is moving something along in a good way, I don't give a stuff how it happened or where it came from. It's like, bring it on. Bring it on. Let's have a look at your love life using Scarlet Rose Tarot. Liking that your bridge here is the Ten of Cups. Liking that a lot. Because it's happiness. I mean, look at the colours of it. It's gorgeous. It is the champagne cork coming out and everything like, pew. It's a beautiful thing. Okay, your love life. Ace of Swords. That's a very nice card to get. Ace of Swords is about clarity. It's obtaining clarity. It can be you giving clarity, but generally it's received clarity. So if there's a situation in your love life where things were a bit woolly, things were a bit unsure, things were a bit sketchy, whatever, this is clarity coming in. Now, we do have the Tower up here and the cat's tea towel over here, the sun. And this in itself may also translate into your love life. That sounds bad too. I'm never going to get out of this one live, am I? Ace of Swords is bringing clarity to your love life. So that could be you find out what you need to know of somebody. It could be that a situation reveals itself. I'm just going to make a note of that because it's important. Okay. But it's much needed clarity. And I think you're going to be pleased about it and grateful that it came. It's like an epiphany. You don't have to sort of puzzle it out. It's a gift. It's gifted to you like the Tower is gifted to you. Okay? Why I'm trying to shuffle with the guidebook, I don't know. Oh, hello. Hang on. Here we go. One on the floor for your love life. Oh, yes. Oh, my God. The Star. I know this is supposed to be Aquarius, but it's kind of a Sagittarius card as well, because it's about manifesting, and Sagittarians are very good at manifesting. You are mutable, but you also have fire. You have a lot of mutability I would associate with a water sign, in that you have the psychic ability to do the manifesting, but you have the fire to pull it off. That is a good combo. So, we also have the Page of Swords here. And the Page of Swords is the beginning of communications. So we have the beginning of something being said, a message coming in, the beginning of what will lead to big clarity, big time clarity. In the meantime, get your wishes out as to what it is you want to happen in your love life. The clarity that you are seeking. This can be done in many ways, okay? You could do it just before you go to sleep and you literally say, I use Archangel Michael, call him Mike, chuck it up to Mike and just say, you know, when the day dawns or within a few days or whenever you feel the time is right, it's always good to give the old archangels a bit of elasticity on time because we're just mere humans. So you say, you know, whenever the time is right, give me some clarity about X, Y, or Z in your love situation. That's one way of doing it. Another way of doing it is that you can do the whispering technique, where if you're having a 5-minute snooze, love me a 5-minute snooze, you imagine the person that you want to be in connection with, the person that you want some clarity from, and you go to them in this meditation, maybe in a very normal setting that they would be in, and you whisper in their ear what it is you need to know. And again, you do this in a very non-ego based way. You can't be like, well, I have a manifesto and I've listed this out, and now that I have you in my dream, I'm going to read out kadoing this massive scroll of paper. No, keep it simple, keep it moral, and keep it emotionally healthy, and it will come to you. You will get it. You'll either get a call, you get a text, you get an email, you'll get a conversation. What card is that? Okay, good. Two of Wands. Two of Wands implies a dynamic decision to make. It feels as if, for me, there is something information-wise or communication-wise that is missing from a love connection, from your love life, from your love relationship. It feels like there's a brick missing in the wall, is what I'm getting, and I've just been channeled. There is a brick missing in the wall, okay? And the Two of Wands is about making a decision dynamically while you're doing something. Not on paper, not all up in your head, but actually a living, experienced decision, which may involve some trial and error. Nice. Two of Wands and the Three of Wands. I'm liking this. When you get a progression from the Two of Wands to the Three of Wands, you have something that is moving up the ladder, that is becoming more fiery, that is becoming, it's slow though, it's not like a very fast thing. This is like it's like you get a quick and sudden download of information, but the actual feelings and the passion are a slower burn, but nevertheless are progressing, which I like. And then we get the Six of Swords. Nice. Again, I'm liking all of this. The Six of Swords is a card about moving from a sort of difficult situation, a tight situation, a tricky, if you look at it in terms of sailing, you sail through a storm and you come out the other side, which is also very peaceful. So we're going for peace here with your love life, but we're also making dynamic decisions. Okay. Wow. Page of Pentacles and the Death card. And I'm also going to take a couple of these to clarify. Page of Pentacles is telling us again, baby steps, small moves, no big moves. Big things are happening around you. Big things are happening around your love life. What I'm getting channeled to me right now is a beautiful old-fashioned teacup falling on a tiled floor. It smashes and you do that. I think is it Japanese? When you glue an object back together with a kind of gold and you make something more beautiful than what you started with. Woof! Page of Pentacles, little mends. And the Death card, big changes, but done in a little way. God, love that. Yes. You get the Strength card. You are regaining your strength in all areas of your life, Sagittarius. In all areas. In any way that your freedom has been taken from you, but also in any way that your power has been taken from you. Oh my God, that's so nice. And this is the Page of Cups. No, it's the Knight of Cups, sorry. Knight of Cups. Love that. Just look at that. I love that artwork with the colour. Isn't it gorgeous? You've got some blessings coming in from, there's a lot here about cracks and and fractures and piecing something together. So for some of you, it could be a relationship that's had a difficult blow or a difficult time. And I wish I could remember the name. If any of you know the name, let me know in the comment section. It's an art form. And it's where something is broken, sometimes I think even deliberately, and then pieced back together with this sort of golden glue that makes it very, very beautiful to look at. You're getting this with a relationship. You're getting renewal. You're getting mending. You're getting calm. It's gorgeous. But at the same time, you've got a lot of storm to weather here. You're cracking open the top of that egg. You're seeing the sun, you're getting the light, you're getting the downloads, but everything around you is kind of in slight chaos. But I don't mind that. I think that's what's needed in order for you to get the breakthrough. In the extended reading, I'm going to take some cards primarily about your person. Because again, and this has happened with a few signs, they're not showing up too much here. So I want to go and dig them out, quite honestly. So I'm going to start that. I'm going to do the extended reading by looking at the person, what's going on with them, how do they feel about things, are there any, what's the shadow side, what's holding it back, and then I'll concentrate on the best way forward. Okay? That's the first link in the description box. I like the energy of this for you, okay? So if nothing else, just know that you're having a breakthrough. It's not pretty, but it is good. See you on the other side. Namaste, Sagittarius.